I'm gonna put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're gonna win a national championship together.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this stuff.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're gonna be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay.
With this... They're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college, not once.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Streets. That's what got them to the College Football Playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back.
Coach, you wanted to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was gonna be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. Just wait.
If you're the coach, how do you let five-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young, 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen, like Coach and I always say, second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, you was wait. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
Uh-huh.
This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Oregon.
What?
The Ducks, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to get the ball out quick. Get into my receiver's hands. Let them do the rest.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
I guess you could say I always stay engaged with my teammates. As we go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team-first, team player guy.
Yeah, sure, you could say that.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
Let's go now! 60 yard! Shut up! Set, hut! Hey, let's go! Let's go! 18 gator, 18 gator! Set, hut! Got it! Hut, hut! Here we go! 15 left, let it go! Set, ready! This is plan! We're ready! Ready, ready! 60 out, let go! Set! Got it, whoa! Pretty good! 132! Right hand! Here we go, here we go! 10, touch head! Ready! Set! 70 ending! Ready! 30 bags, let go! Ready, set! Set, cut! Ready, right, let go! Easiest pitch and catch. Now you do that tonight, then we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. Is this a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
The 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. Outstanding field position for this young quarterback as he begins things here, 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That's the first pass that Isaiah Streets has caught in his career by somebody other than Marcus Washington. And you talk about this quarterback change and the impact on this offense. Certainly it has a huge effect on these wide receivers. The good thing, though, when you've got a guy like Isaiah Streets, you've got reliability, one of the best receivers in the country. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here they go with Livingston. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Forced out to his left. Touchdown, LSU. So make that one drive, one touchdown for the college career of our quarterback.
And we don't have to worry about it, but what if this drive had gone badly? Think about the spiral he could have fell into, the self-doubt, but zero doubt on that drive, in control right from the start.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Birch firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Pass interference, defense.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes and
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Alex Randall there to make the grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the defense.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Tigers of LSU looking for their 4th title in school history. They were champs way back in 1958 and twice in this century so far, 2003 and 2007. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. LSU with a 1st and 10. This will be a run with Livingston. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On 1st and 10, Burton. Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter. starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us,
he rifles one that's intercepted. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Throwing after the interception. Birch. Washington's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now this is Keller. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 3rd down. Birch. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing to start the drive. Burton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And what a big-time play there. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Burton. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it...
Let's go. Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go.
Honestly, I think after 4 years on the bench, some of these guys forgot that I know how to throw the ball. But taking this lead into halftime has done a lot for everyone's confidence.
Good. You keep throwing, keep surprising people, and let's put this thing away in the second half.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure...
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Gonna go with Keller here. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Keller, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
56, the mark, boy, 56, check, 55.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Birch. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This LSU squad has been sensational. A championship game appearance squarely in their sights as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Goes back to Streets. This time he's got it. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Stays on his feet, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson, 31 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. So here we are, Charles. This one all but decided. Normally in this situation you'd say, hey, let's put the backup in. But this is the backup, and you got to think he needs more reps for January 7th.
I would agree with that totally. He's been waiting 4 years for this opportunity. What I want to know is who exactly is going to take him off the field. But who's going to go out there and say, you're done, son? You've had a big night. You might need the Texas Mounted Police to go get him off the field right now. He wants to play.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Throwing on 1st down. Burton. And an alley to run. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. And it seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Birch set to pass. That one complete to Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake. Birch. Now a desperation throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Holding. Defense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. fantasy owners
Yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Birch, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. First and 10, LSU. Following the fumble recovery, Burton is going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So on the strength of 3 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January 7th.